Hey everybody, welcome to Spilling the IT. I'm Paul Burke. I'm a social media director here at Quest.
And I'll do my own intro. So I thought this was your
Oh, am
show,
I
but
introing
Adam
you as
Burke,
well? No, Adam, you sit
you do
back.
the
You take it
intro.
easy. You take it easy.
I
You've
got
had a busy,
I got a cup of coffee. I got a cup of coffee. Go, please, please,
you've had a
please
busy
proceed.
week. Ladies and gentlemen, super excited. He's gracing us with his presence once again. VP of Partnerships here at Quest. Please give it up for Adam Burke.
Oh yes, thank you, thank you very much, Paul. Pleasure to be here. Always an honor and a privilege. Very much so.
All
Good
of
to see you.
those.
Good to see you.
Hey, happy holidays. Hey, are things slowing down for you because it's the holiday season?
No, not at all. It's, we're in the IT world and there's some off time. People tend to take a little bit of time off and organizations tend to like to do changes, upgrades, moving, all sorts of stuff during the Christmas holiday and New Year's and everything like that. So it's a very, very busy time operationally for us. So all good, all good.
That's good. I remember, I remember it feels like it's so long ago, like maybe 10 years ago, when we talked to Tim and it'd be like, oh, it's really kind of starting to slow down. It's kind of that typical December slowing, and then it'll kind of start to ramp up probably in February again. But now it's just, you know, ransomware and cybersecurity attacks and everything. It just doesn't stop. So
No,
it's
it
different.
doesn't. Yeah, it definitely doesn't stop, and I know we're going to get into a few things today, but yeah, no, it's a very very active environment right now. Seeing a lot of threats evolve, a lot of things coming out in the news, a lot of breach notifications, all sorts of things like that. We're just seeing it all over the place. So very very active environment right now for anybody who is in the IT world for sure.
Do you want to talk about? You want to dive right in, Adam? Talk about security.
Yeah, sure. So I know we talked about it
Oh,
last week a
slow
little
down,
bit.
slow your roll, Adam.
Oh, sorry.
Don't that's what I'm doing with my life, Adam. Don't.
Oh, that was good. That was good. And the lock and key was shiny. It was a pretty shiny visual there. I liked it. Yep. That
Yeah,
is it's clean looking, clean looking. That's and that the intricacies of that key, I don't know how anyone would be able to match that. Like, even the greatest locksmith in the world couldn't.
can't do it,
Actually, that's pretty lame. Yeah.
Adam. The best there is. Can't hack. He can't hack that system. But you know what can get hacked, Adam?
Yeah.
You know what is vulnerable? Your system.
Everybody?
Everybody. You know it's vulnerable. Everybody. Oh, do you have a
Yeah.
connection to the internet? You're vulnerable.
Yeah. No, so we talked about it a little bit last week when we were chatting about, FireEye got hit by a nation state, and they lost some information about what they do, and some of their kind of their intellectual property. And then all of a sudden, I don't think we've talked since the SolarWinds news broke, but basically, for those outside the IT world, SolarWinds has a product line that's very, very popular with people's in-house IT and everything from, Department of Defense organizations, Army, Feds, all sorts of people, all the way down to, mom and pop, 100-person IT shop organizations. They had a product line called Orion that basically helped to monitor up, down, and basically monitor network components, assets, basically visibility of everything in an organization's environment. And I mean, it's still an ongoing investigation, and all sorts of news is coming out. But what we've learned so far is that the Orion breach, basically some bad actors snuck in malicious code into a patch that updated those systems and provided a backdoor for bad actors to basically get access to an environment, and have visibility of a lot of things going on inside that environment through that backdoor. So we always talk about it. Layered security approaches, constant awareness, and what these bad actors were able to do is a pretty, you don't want to say cool, but pretty ingenious attack. Was they basically got people who are doing the right thing, patching their systems, updating their software. They inserted malicious code into the patch. So when they patched, they basically opened a back door, and then that was exploited for months. They're saying that this has gone back since March of this year. So it's been there as a vulnerability for a long time. And the only reason it was discovered, back to our earlier conversation where we were talking about, hey, things are going to happen from this FireEye breach that are probably, you never want to say it's a good thing to happen, but you're going to learn you're going to learn from it. Well, we learned that everybody who ever patched their server in this Orion platform basically had that same vulnerability. And we found that out because a very senior security environment that, the FireEye guys got hit. And they were able to kind of trace it back to a potential threat. They haven't said publicly that that's what it is, but that's kind of lawyer speak. And that's, so it did basically bring up that vulnerability and made the entire world aware of, I think the organization, they're saying it's Russians. It's I think it's called Cozy Bear is the name for it. I don't know why they come up with these names, but hey, that was the group that did it, and that's what they're claiming. And so pretty interesting development this week. I mean, thousands of organizations have this platform embedded into their systems.
And I think what's really, I mean, insidious, or it's very clever in the part of Cozy Bear to the malicious code was in the patches, because I think it's the assumption that when you are installing a patch is making things better. Like it's one of those. So you don't look at it again. You don't examine it because you're like, oh, I patched it. So that means it's better, right? Well, it just means it just inserted some different material. I mean, different code in there. And I think it's a reminder that patching doesn't mean stronger necessarily. It just means you are adding code into the system, but you still have to go in and check that.
Yeah, I mean, you're updating one vulnerability, but I mean, just to, I mean, everyone. I mean, you have iPhones and Android phones, and you release different patches. Everyone's gone through that scenario where you patch your phone, or you release an update, and basically it breaks something else.
Mm-hmm.
This scenario it's just that you always got to be vigilant with security, because even when you think you're doing the right thing, you might be opening up a vulnerability somewhere else. So having that security in depth, and that ability to see things happen when they do, right? So you can start seeing that, hey, this is we're losing information here, or this is being exported, or we're making a connection here to a bad actor. Those, having that basic visibility is crucial if you're gonna be aware of what's going on. So,
other security topics that you want to dive into, or would you like to talk about health and IT?
oh, the security space is constantly evolving. I think this story with SolarWinds is going to go on for a long time. Microsoft detected some things going on within their environment months before this, and they leveraged the different versions of it as well. And it's going to be an evolving process. So we're staying on top of it. Our team is helping organizations clean it up, helping organizations identify if they have any kind of malicious code in their systems. So we're working with partners and clients to help identify that,
Mm-hmm.
which is good, and active, and a wise thing to do from a vulnerability standpoint. But transitioning into that, I shot you a note about the health industry, the wellness industry, and the idea of what we do in IT.
Wait a second. So
Everyone knows it.
real quick. So you want to talk about health and IT?
Well, what I'm thinking about, so this was the connection. So follow. Well done, Paul. Very good.
Thanks.
Yes. So the idea of the quick fix, like, or the easy answer right now, I mean, everyone, unless you're under a rock, you know that the United States is rolling out the vaccine, right, for COVID right now. It's going to frontline workers, and I think they might get to the elderly someday, after they get through certain Congress people and other important essential workers. So they might get to them. Would be great. So you got that going on. And that's kind of like an update in the health of the nation kind of standpoint. And then you also have this idea in our industry, in the software world, that hey, this one thing is going to solve my issue, right? This one adaptation, this one software update, or this one software package is going to save, or going to solve my problem. And that's how a lot of people sell it. That's how a lot of people package things up, because we all want that easy button. We all want that quick fix, like just make the bad man go away, and we'll all be better, and it's all going to be good. And it's a great sales pitch. It's a great sales pitch because we all kind of want it. Everyone wants that easy fix. You go into the health and wellness industry, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, because everyone, it's really hard to tell people, hey, you want to lose weight? Don't eat crap and exercise. Drink some water.
Okay,
no one's selling that.
I'm taking notes.
Well, I mean, that's that. Yeah, don't eat garbage. Drink water and move.
Adam, would you say this is a hot take?
It could be a hot take. Yeah. So, all right.
Continue. I just wanted to make sure people know this is a hot take moment with Adam Burke.
Well, hot take moment. So it's a quick fix idea. It's the idea of there's two strategies there. You can sell anybody on a quick fix. You can sell anybody on a miracle diet plan. You can sell anybody on a cool new workout program. But basically, at the end of the day, you got to have discipline, and you got to stick with it, and you got to do the things that you typically sometimes don't want to do.
So
you don't want to. I know
it's so hard, Adam.
Everyone wants that cupcake. Everyone wants that late night sugar fix or whatever. And sometimes you treat yourself, but getting back on the path is important. And in IT, it's the same way. When I go in to hear a pitch from a software provider, it's like this one aspect of it is going to be the silver bullet for security, or this one part of the piece of the puzzle is going to address everything. And it's a lie. It's garbage. It's part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
It's part of the puzzle, but that daily discipline is 10 times more crucial than some new software widget or gadget.
What's funny?
So that's just.
Well, I was going to say, what's funny is the amount of silver bullets you've faced. You would think the volume of silver bullets everybody is producing would prove the fact there is no silver bullet.
Yeah.
Everybody's pitching the one solution. Nobody has the one solution.
Yeah, and it's kind of an emperor has no clothes kind of a moment, right? Everyone's kind of got this story going, like this latest upgrade or this latest fix is going to make everything better, and everyone kind of wants to happy talk, move down the path with that. No, yeah, everything's going to be okay, and this is what's going to happen, and we don't have to take any personal responsibility for actually making things better. We'll just buy this new thing and they'll handle it for us. It's not really true. There's constant discipline that has to go into managing an IT environment. It's the same personal discipline that everyone kind of has to have in their own life when it comes to staying healthy and staying staying active. I mean, not to go down the path with COVID, but hey, I don't know if everyone knows this, but there's no one's getting out of here alive. It doesn't happen. Like everyone's getting clipped at one point or another.
Okay, hold on a
And
second. Hold on a second. I want to make sure of our proper setup. Just want to make sure people know.
going on a full rant here. Yeah, but no. So, anyways, no one's getting out of this alive, and you can do your best to manage your risk. And one of the things that you can do is improve your health. Not a lot of people talk about that, but get your sleep, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're doing the right things, wash your hands, all that kind of good stuff is just kind of basic common sense. But it does take personal discipline to do that and put yourself in a good situation and handle that. So, I'm excited about the vaccine. Super great. Yay. That's great. But there's also a lot of things that people can do to, handle and manage their own environments and do the best they can to keep themselves well. Same thing in IT. You don't have to invest in multi-million-dollar solutions to shore up your environment. I was on a call with the organization today, or not today, yesterday. They had invested in all sorts of great tools, fantastic stuff. They had about 10% of it implemented, right? And they were kind of going down the whole digital transformation journey of moving their people to remote and securing their endpoints, all that kind of stuff. There was a lot more discipline, a lot more things that needed to go into leveraging the investments they had already made, rather than buying the new stuff that I was actually on the phone with a partner to sell them. And I was probably going to get me killed with a lot of our vendors, but you don't necessarily need to buy the latest and greatest gear all the time. Sometimes you do, but there's also a lot of environments that you probably have some great kit already deployed. You probably have some amazing technologies already there. You just aren't using them. We bought it, kind of works, kind of not. But let's go buy something new because it keeps us distracted from doing the daily blocking and tackling we have to do. So that was my rant. That was my correlation between the health and the IT world.
So to kind of pull those together even more, you would say that somebody who's like buying a bike and never uses it as much as they should, and they're like, you have the tools, you don't need to go buy the newest and greatest bike. Or you could buy a treadmill, but you're never using it. You're never doing the work.
Yeah.
Also,
well, I mean, there are hills.
What?
And there are streets. There are hills and there are streets.
Okay.
You don't even need a treadmill. Just go
you're
move.
saying go outside.
Yeah, go outside and move. Get some vitamin D. Go move.
Real quick, if you're playing along at home, join us for the game of which one of us is more fit. Go ahead and just put your guess down. Is it me or Adam? Chances are you're right.
I didn't mean to make this a fitness shaming event, but no, it was that's just the idea of like, hey, there are lots of tools out there, for people to stay fit and healthy. There are lots of investments that organizations already have in their IT environment. Use what you got, and you'd be amazed of what can happen. That was my kind of
and all this reminds me that I need to finish my gingerbread house later tonight. Thankfully, the chocolate arrived, and we can finally finish off that roof.
Oh, chocolate fondant! We did a gingerbread house, and I tried fondant, and that stuff is really hard to work with. I don't know if I ever want to touch it again. It's horrible.
It's not good to eat either. Not delicious.
No. We've been watching that Sugar Rush show on Netflix. And those people are really good. They're pretty solid actors when it comes to baking. I tip my hat to them. I have no skill in that zone whatsoever.
So. Neither do I, Adam. I buy my gingerbread house kit. That's all I do. I don't actually put anything together.
Nice.
Well, let's see. We talked about security, talked about health, IT. hot takes, got some rants in. Any other things that you've seen that you want to kind of dive into and talk about? Anything happening in the channel? I'm sure channel wise, it's probably been a slow week.
Well, it's the end of the year, so there's still kind of some of those end of the year deals going on. A lot of people are pushing things through. This year, 2020, trying to get it done before it rolls over into the next tax season, right? So those things are still all happening, and good, exciting things developing there. Nothing specific to talk about this week on that one, but we continue to work with our partners, our master agents and technology distributors and everybody like that, trying to figure out what their game plan is for next year and where we can help them grow. And it's like we talked about last time, doing that end of year planning. Hey, what's working? What's working well? Let's double down on that and keep investing in in supporting our partners and our end users and all that kind of good stuff. So
nice.
Yeah.
Real quick, because I know you have to get off and go make a call.
It just canceled. So we can hang out. Yeah.
No, you got time. You got time. Really,
Yeah.
we can really let this. We can let the show breathe now. No rush.
We can let it air out. No rush. So yeah. Good to go.
Maybe what we should do is we should take this outside. Make this into a workout. Little 20 minutes, quick workout. Learn how to run hills. Moment.
If you need to learn how to run hills, you might have a bigger problem. But yeah, no, we could do that. It's kind of like left foot, right foot, point yourself up.
Yeah.
To the top. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Good
anything you're watching? Anything you're watching or looking forward to watching for the holiday? It's the holiday. People are going to have a few days off. Adam, give them some leads. What should they be watching?
I'm not watching that much, but I have a couple of daughters, and they've been really kind of getting into the Christmas specials. So get to watch the old Rudolph classic, with the claymation stuff. That one's been, I think we've seen that about 12 times now.
Yep.
Yep. Going on number 12, but only a couple more days till Christmas, so that should be good.
Just this year. I thought in the accumulation.
This week.
Oh, this week. I thought you meant in your entire life you've seen it 12 times, and I'm like, that sounds reasonable. Reasonable. You mean in this week? Got it.
This week, yeah. Well, yeah, they like it. It's active. It's on repeat. So, they got the Yukon Cornelius, guy, and all that good stuff.
I should be him for Christmas, or I should not Christmas. I should be him for Halloween one year. That sounds like a look I could pull off.
Yukon Cornelius, yeah, you could do that. Get the red beard. Yeah, the red beard. Yeah.
Well,
solid move there.
Circle your calendar, everybody. Next Halloween. I've been watching some classics. I watched Never Seen It until this week. It's a Wonderful Life. Have you seen the whole thing before?
You've never seen It's a Wonderful Life?
No, never seen it. Not the whole thing?
No.
Have you?
The guy, he's suicidal at the beginning and then learns life doesn't suck and then he comes back around.
You haven't seen it, have you?
I think I've seen it.
You haven't.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Everybody thinks they've seen it. No, here's the thing. Spoiler alert. That scene where he's like, I don't want to live anymore, I always thought it was like in the first 10 minutes. No, it's like 90 minutes in. This movie takes its sweet time getting to the parts that everybody talks about. Everybody talks about when he goes back and sees what it's like when he's not around. Literally, that part's maybe like 25 minutes.
Oh, but it builds up about how much his boss is a kind of a jerk and all that kind of stuff beforehand. Isn't he like a banker? Doesn't he work for a bank?
See, you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it? That's fine.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna Google it.
You haven't.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Googling isn't watching it, Adam. Take everybody. Googling isn't watching.
I did a book report on it. I think I did like a movie report on it once, Mr. Al's class. Pretty sure.
Well,
no?
Well, Adam,
doesn't mean I
both
actually
know
watched
the student you were. That doesn't mean you watched it.
That's true. It's true.
Definitely
true.
No, I
Yeah.
so here but here's the thing, I laugh because I thought I did see it, but then I was watching it, I'm like, "I have never seen this," and boy, does it take its sweet time getting to the major parts.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm. All
but it's
right, I'll
good.
check that out.
It
I'll
you know
check it
what?
out.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Anyways,
All right.
very interesting.
Cool.
Well,
Cool. All right.
Adam, I say this, another successful venture down talking tech, spilling the IT lane.
I like it. Yeah, another good week. I think, hope everyone has a good Christmas. And maybe we'll catch up next week, see what else is going on. But yeah, I think we're good. We're good.
Cool. Well, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.